Alright, folks. Dana is still on the back of my chair. Nim is still crying, and I cannot stop her no matter what I do. There she goes. I don't know what she wants. I've given her wet food, dry food, kibble, treats. Just won't shut up. Anyway, so, and I am here to review for you kind of an artsy-fartsy film. That is the 2019 release of The Assistant, starring Julia Garner. And it being an artsy-fartsy film, it is a very slow burn. All the art heads like it, but, you know, I cannot find an appropriate photograph from the movie for some reason. But you basically spend the entire time following around Miss Garner's rear end. And it is not a bad rear end, it is not a great rear end, but it is a fine rear end. And it's in green pants as she navigates through one day in the scuzzy world of being the assistant to a movie producer. Okay. Now, to give you an idea of how beloved this film is, it gets a 91% on Rotten Tomatoes, a 6 out of 10 on IMDb, and a 79% on Movie Metric, with 35% of people on Google, or 35% of Google users liking the film. So, what is the thing about this film? Why is it getting all of these awards? Because it is a slice-of-life film that shows you just how mundane, boring, and yet still somehow utterly disgusting the film industry is. Now, again, can I spoil this movie for you? Or can I not spoil this movie and explain to you what happens? What happens is that this assistant... Oh, yes, hello, Nim. Would you like to be in the video? The assistant discovers something wrong about her employer and tries to inform the company and finds out that it's a sort of a Weinstein situation where, yeah, you need power to change things in Hollywood, and she doesn't have any. And this will resonate with a lot of people. I mean, look, in my life, I've been in this situation. I've had people go out there and break the law at work, and I would inform Human Resources, and Human Resources basically told me to F off. In a more polite way, but, you know, it's like they would refuse to take a report. Whereas these people, they're a lot more tactful. They well, I mean, I could file this report, but you know how it's going to go. Okay? And I honestly wish I had dealt with some people like that when, for example, I dealt with animal control in my area. Because when I filed a complaint against the terrible police work of animal control's response was to stop sending me notifications that my cat's tags needed to be renewed, kill one of my animals, and then try to open an investigation against me when I complained. So, yes, I get this film. But you know what, guys? The average American may get this film too, but it is kind of an acquired taste. This is what one might refer to as high art or inaccessible art. Because in order for you to appreciate this, you really have to slow down. You really have to sit down. You have to hang off every word, and you have to think, why is it important that this dickhead is complaining that he got turkey when he ordered chicken, when he didn't even taste the dang thing, and he probably doesn't know what it is? So yes, This is a movie where there is quite a lot underneath. It stirs the pot, and it shows you just how frustrating the world we live in can be. There are great forces at work here, incredible pressures, and the fact that sometimes we have to look the other way when it comes to injustice. It, of course, also does not give us any plan for how to address that injustice. Further along the lines, it never gives us a concrete answer. Things are merely strongly implied. So it's like, if this were a movie about police brutality, it's like, well, the guy showed up in the hospital the next day, and we can infer that the police officer beat the crap out of him, but there's no video. Showing people that there is a problem is one thing. This is a great video to illustrate the Me Too movement, but, I would also have to point out here that, yeah, nobody seems upset about what happened except for a bystander. So, it's a very complicated movie, and it's hard to explain what happened without just rooting the plot utterly, which I think I have. But I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, it is only $1 on Amazon Prime right now, so it is a steal for a movie of this quality. But it is still kind of a boring movie. And that's why I have to say, watch this film only if you're into that kind of a movie that is a dark, non-violent drama about the injustices of the world. I mean, it is a beautifully painful story, and this is objectively, by all measures of human art, a great film. I don't think the average audience is going to enjoy it, though. It's one of those things, it's to put on your watch list when you want to impress your girlfriend, sort of a thing. So, I mean, yes, I like the film, but I'm not recommending it. It's one of those. This is a weird category for me because it's one of those things. It's like, yes, at some point in your life, you should probably watch this film, but don't watch it because you think you're going to enjoy it. Watch it because you think you're going to learn something. Good movie. Probably not for you. I don't know what to say. I'm Richard.
Greetings, capitalist pigs! Cannot see the blood of my enemies Borgoth, reminding you to like and comment on this video. And you can find more of me on the Power Sister Horsies exclusively on Absurd TV. Directed by Mark Schaefer.